a shift in the market versus a crash in the market. So what we're seeing right now is actually a shift in the market. We're not seeing a crash in the market. We're seeing interest rates go up, so it's changing people's buying power. So with interest rates being higher, your payment would be higher if you were at that same price point. So what's that seeing is people are maybe having to come down in their budget to, be at that price, to be at that monthly payment that they're looking at. So that's what we're seeing is people buying power coming down, or people being scared of the interest rate and backing away from the market. We're not seeing a crash in the market like we did in 2008. 2008, we saw a crash in the market, but was because we were giving loans that were not withstandable. All of the loans that are being given now are good loans. They are doing checks. They are making sure these loans are good, so then we're not going to see a crash in the market. If you look past 2008, anytime you would see the market dip down, the housing market would actually stay the same or increase slightly. And this reason is because the housing market is looked as a stable investment. You have a tangible thing that's there. You could live in it, you could rent. There's a lot of different options with real estate. So that is something. And another thing is we're seeing huge companies come in and buy neighborhoods of homes. We wouldn't be seeing this if they were thinking the market was going to actually crash and be able to get these homes way cheaper. So having them buying all these homes, but with them buying all of these homes, they're turning them into rentals. So down the road, having to be able to buy a home is going to be a lot harder if these companies keep coming in and buying these homes, because you're not going to have a home to buy because they're coming in and buying all these homes and they're charging you rent, and they're going to raise your rent every year 6 to 10%. And then there's not going to be anything left for you to be able to buy a home because you're going to be so stuck in renting. You're not going to be able to get out to buy. So that is just something that we're seeing right now. Is we're not seeing a crash in the market, we're seeing a shift in the market. So I wouldn't let that scare you a whole bunch, but I know it can be kind of concerning because you saw the interest rates go up, and now we're seeing some home prices that are dropping. So it starts to raise a red flag for people. I just want to assure you that these big companies wouldn't be coming in and buying neighborhoods if they thought the whole market was just going to crash out and they could come in and swoop them up way cheaper. They would just wait and pick them up when it was going to be a lot cheaper. But just remember that if they keep buying these properties up like this, people are going to be forced to rent a lot more of the time, just because buying is going to be a lot harder because there's not going to be as much homes available because they have swooped up all these homes and are now using them as rentals and are not selling. But if you guys are having any questions about, a shift and a crash in the market, I'm happy to talk about it. I will answer questions. We can just sit down and have a conversation of really what we're seeing in the market. I know kind of looking at it and listening to the news, it can be kind of alarming, but I'm happy to have a conversation. I'm always happy to help.